Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm again Dave Lee. So, first, I would like to apologize from what happened yesterday. We were supposed to do our live yesterday at around 5 in the afternoon. Kaso sa sobrang pangit nung internet connection kasi probably because of the bad weather kahapon kasi sa sobrang parang almost like parang raining cats and dogs already. Parang sobrang lakas ng ulan and also super cloudy. So though we actually would want it to continue, but then our hands are actually tied of not doing so. So instead of, we already have some talk behind the backstage, so that we will be doing it today instead. So now it's 1:03 in the afternoon. So I hope that it will work and everything will be talked about. So before I can proceed of having the interview, I would like to first uh, thank, because earlier on this morning, I actually did some live talk with Pep Talk Canada. So thank you once again, Tito Ega and Tito Jam, for letting me do or letting me be part of that conversation. We actually had so much that we have talked. Um, yeah, this morning, and I was like having so much fun, and we enjoyed the talk that we had. So, and also, before we continue with our live conversation with Vico, please, I would like to say I would like to say thank you for those who've been watching over us, who've been following us, and also who've been liking our page. And sooner, actually next week, early next week, we're going to put up our own the shoot that we had 2 days back. So for a couple of days, we do that for 2 days. So without further ado, we are going to do some conversation with our um, guest, super special guest. So again, celebrity fashion stylist, instructor at the Fashion Institute of the Philippines. He actually have worked with national pageant where he added the styling team for Binibini Pilipinas and Miss World Philippines, and also one of the stylists of our very own Miss Universe 2018, Catriona Gray. So, okay, I'll just check him just for a minute. Hello.
Woo! We're back.
We are very much
Hi.
back, Vico. I'm sorry
Yes,
about
yes.
about yesterday. We have been I was super frustrated really to even do the talk
Understandable
yesterday.
because of the weather and also alam naman natin pag sa province medyo mahina yung connection. So that's
Yes.
fine, that's fine. At least we have today like to continue, di ba?
Yes, po. It's actually good po that you have given us another time to do this over again. So again, first, thank you so much of doing this again po with us. So yes, Vico, would you please introduce yourself once more for
Hello. Yes, okay. Good afternoon po. Again, my name is Vico. I am a celebrity fashion stylist and I'm sobrang proud akong sabihin na ano po ako fashion stylist because this is the dream I really wanted. Parang growing up, ito na pala yung dream na gusto ko. So ngayon, whenever they ask me what I do, sobrang proud ako to tell everybody that I am a fashion stylist. And, I am blessed that I was able to work with national pageants like Binibining Pilipinas, Miss World Philippines, um, I also did Catwalk Philippines. So, yun po, some of the pageants I did po in the past.
Thank you for that, Vico. Can I call you V po?
Yes,
V?
just call me V. Let's
Thank
make
you,
it
V. You know what?
conversation. Nandito lang ako sa corridor ng building kasi hindi maayos yung AC sa room. So, I'm using
Okay po.
yung stairs
Thank you. You know
namin.
what? Opo, just like what I said kahapon, I was like always, almost every time, yeah, almost every time I'm browsing your Facebook, your Facebook account po. First, I'm a fashion designer. I'm a fan also of yours po, as someone who's doing styling. I have also actually have friends. I actually have, stylist friends also like Napoleon Tapia, Christoph Tan,
Yeah.
Dom's Ramos is actually, I know Dom's because I have worked with
They're
Dom's
my
before.
seniors.
Hi talaga po. That's so nice.
Yes. Mga idol
Yes.
ko when I was starting.
So when was the last time po that you have met Doms? Is it within, maybe
We
before
work for
COVID-19?
Binibining Pilipinas. Yeah, we work for Binibining Pilipinas. We did shoot for Binibining Pilipinas bago nagkaroon ng pandemic. I think a week before pandemic, nagkaroon kami ng shoot, the swimsuit shoot for Binibining Pilipinas. So there.
That's why. So yeah, but before po kasi he actually went here. He, he asked for some help with the gown. So we did, and then it was actually him who has given me the chance to be working on to dress up Bianca Manalo for Star Magic for
Mm.
2015. So that's why.
Wow.
So that the first, and I guess that's the last, and I hope that there will be another for Star Magic
For
po.
sure, for
Uh,
sure.
V, yeah, could you please give me the glimpse when you were younger? Like when you were younger, how is it like? Was there ever a time that you actually thought of yourself become a fashion stylist?
You know, growing up, I grew up in the province, in Pampanga. So, habang lumalaki ako, actually, I dream of like everything. I dream to become a teacher, to become an engineer, to become a doctor. But when I was 7 years old, I remember, nagpapastol ako ng kalabaw, saka mga kambing, yun kasi alaga ni Papa. Nag, Parang nakita ko sa basurahan, yung parang editorial ng Manila Bulletin, or I forgot na the exact publication, but it was an editorial for a Filipino designer na nanalo siya ng international competition in Paris, and yung model niya si Joanne Bitagcol. So I saw the editorial, parang nagkaroon ako ng interest. Hindi na siya nawala sa isip ko from then on. So there, akala ko actually ang pangarap ko fashion designer. Pero kasi parang nalaman ko lang na yung dream ko pala is to become a fashion stylist when I started, being aware of nung nandyan na sina Liz Uy, sina Pam Quiñones. So nagkaroon ako ng idea, yun pala yung gusto kong gawin. So nung nagkaroon ako nung high school na ako, parang sabi ko, kahit anong position in the fashion industry, basta part lang ako ng fashion industry, pwede ako maging assistant or PA, anything. Basta nakikita ko lang yung mga shows, ganyan. Masaya na ako. Sabi ko, yun lang ang pangarap ko, maging part ng fashion industry. So when I got the chance to enter the industry, mas lumalim yung knowledge ko about fashion styling, about the fashion industry. So there, ngayon na-realize ko, yung dream ko pala nung bata ako, ito na pala yon, to become a fashion stylist. Nung nalaman ko na yung job ng fashion stylist, that's the dream pala na ginusto ko nung bata ko. So, alam mo ngayon, sobrang grateful ako and I feel blessed na nagkaroon ako ng chance, to live my dream. So, pag nagkakaroon ako ng chance like, to talk or to share my experience, ganyan, sobra akong excited. Kasi living proof ako na parang I can tell everybody na walang pangarap na hindi natutupad. So I am a living proof na no matter the hardship, the challenges, lahat ng pangarap natin, there is a way para matupad siya.
Tama. At saka like ko nga po sinasabi sa life, whenever you love something, kapag love mo talaga yung ginagawa mo, you will never go wrong.
I agree.
So, for those who doesn't know po, ano nga po ba ang difference ng isang fashion designer sa isang fashion stylist?
Alright. I'll start with fashion designers. Fashion designers, basically they design clothes, they make clothes, so ganon. Fashion stylist is actually, marami siyang job pero parang for me to summarize it, we call them the visionaries. When we say visionaries, meron kang vision na example for a specific client. Meron kang vision kung anong klaseng image yung gusto mong palabasin sa kanya. So from there, you work not just with the clothes. You work with everything from head to toes. Like the kind of hairstyles, the kind of makeup, the kind of dress, the best designers that fits her, the best shoes, the best accessories. So stylist is the everything. Yung total look niya.
Yung total
Ng
package,
isang,
total,
yung
kumbaga,
total look ng example for a specific client na meron siyang event. So you're in charge of the overall look. Hindi lang siya sa damit, hindi lang siya sa buhok, sa makeup, or sa shoes, or sa accessories. It's the total look.
no po. But then, what's the first po na kinakailangan? Is it should be the dress itself and then magbe-base ka sa dress for the accessories, for the shoes?
For me, you actually start with the person, with your client. You actually make assessment, what's best for her, ano yung personality niya. If you are a stylist, you do not change the person, you enhance them. So there,
Mm-hmm.
I believe you must start with the person bago mo isipin
Yes,
yung
true.
secondary kung ano yung clothes niya, kung anong hairstyle, kung anong klaseng makeup.
Mm.
So, ganon.
Kumbaga, yung mga things that we have to
Mm-mm.
consider. For example, for me, I'm a fashion designer. I'm asking if they're very conservative, if is it
Mm-mm.
possible for us to show some skin, so that you really have to
Yes.
consider.
Oo.
Uh,
You always consider your
so,
clients.
yung clients talaga. So tapos, may ano ba yung tanong ko last? I've been having this kind of thinking. Because kaya nga po, na-amaze lang po kasi ako din dun sa, yung mix and match of, for example, the
Yeah.
top, tapos dun
Mm-mm.
sa pants. Um, Kaya nga po na sinabi ko earlier, I have
I have
some
a
stylist
kwento.
friends.
Yeah, sige, sige lang.
Yes
I
po,
have a
yes.
kwento
So,
after mo.
kasi I have this friend, in particular si Napoleon Tapia of Manila. Parang there's a lot of dress. There's a lot of there, parang hanging. And then eventually, I like this and that. And then, parang hindi ko ma-visualize. Parang, wow, ano kaya magiging dating dun after? And then it came up very well. Sabi, ang galing lang. Parang, it's actually, I would say, being fashion stylist is, the artistry should be there. Kumbaga,
Mm-mm.
dapat, you're artistic still. It's part of being artistic. So, what is it that you want to say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
meron akong kwento. Nung hindi pa ako stylist, I think college na ako noon Parang uso na yung mga stylist. I thought the basic job of a stylist is just to mix and match, just to pull out from stores and then you just put it sa artista or sa client mo or you go to the designers and pull out clothes. Akala ko yun lang yung job ng stylist. So, napaka-glamorosa ng what I have in my mind. So when I started working in the fashion industry as a stylist, nalaman ko parang it's beyond that. Akala ko
Mm.
mix and match lang. Para pala bago mo magawa pala yung mix and match, to pull out from stores, you need to build, yung credentials mo, your credibility. Akala ko ganun lang siya kadali. You just message the stores, ang magsusuot po niyan, itong particular artista. Akala ko ganun lang kadali. Nung nag-start na ako sa industry, lahat ng what I think is the job of a stylist is totally, I started like from zero. Akala ko ang
But what
galing-galing ka
year?
na. Akala ko ang galing-galing ko na kasi I'm a fashionista. I am a avid fan of fashion. So I think I know a lot. Pero when I started, lahat pala ng alam ko is just kung ano lang nakikita ng mata natin. Being a stylist is you work backstage, you work behind the scene. So there's a lot of work.
Mm. Yung parang outsourcing, that's part of
Oo,
being a fashion
di ba?
stylist.
Before ka mag-outsource, you have to have a vision, a clear vision, what you want. Di ba? Parang from there, nagiging madali yung work mo kasi you work with brands, you work with designers. But before that, you have to have a clear vision. And then after that, after your vision, that's where you source out. And before ka naman mag-source out, you need to, you need to parang dapat mawin mo yung trust ng mga brands, ng mga designers. And that will take you parang it will take sometimes to build trust from designers and brands.
Mm. But then, how long would it take? Let's say, for example, let's say a certain
Mhm.
brand is asking for this campaign shoot. How long it would take for you to be able to do the concept usually?
Usually yung concept, pinag-uusapan siya, minsan binibuild mo siya overnight or minsan you have it in mind and then nagkaroon ka ng chance to work with it. So, ayun, and then you present it, pag-uusapan ng production like the photographer, the makeup artist, the perfect model for the certain yung gusto mong mangyari ganyan. So there, and then after that, you start sourcing out from designers, from brands. So lahat-lahat na.
But is it really hard po? Is it really hard? Or okay, let's just say, you know, um like napagod po ba siya?
Mm-mm.
Or is it more of you thinking so much? Kasi for us po, for someone a fashion designer, from scratch, from nothing, and then you have to source
Mm-mm.
first, and then eventually you will come up with a dress. So minsan, di ba, parang naa-amaze na, ganun pala yung kalalabasan. Kasi ako po, what I do, like, there are times that when I'm doing a dress, parang one by one, eventually, when it's done, parang ganun, that is when you see, ay, it's nice. Kumbaga, hindi po naman siya yung parang pag pinasok mo sa utak mo, yung nakaagad eh. Kumbaga, like for example, if you're going to explain it to a client, there are times na
Mm-mm.
parang you have to suggest something more. So was it for you? What is it? How is it for you for fashion style?
For me, in general, let me give you my example myself when I
Yes.
was starting. It was really hard because I don't know anyone. Like literally, I don't know any single person in the fashion industry. So when I started in the fashion industry, I started collaborating with, makeup artists, with photographers. So from there, nagkaroon ako ng access with designers. After working with designers, ayun, paunti-unti. Pero it took me so long eh. Parang like after 3 years or 4 years, doon pa lang ako nagkaroon ng lakas ng loob na mag-pull out sa mga brands and then inaalaw na nila ako, gano'n. Pero nung bago ako, parang I sent proposals, pero siguro dahil wala ka pang mapakitang portfolio, hindi pa sila, hindi pa nila ina-approve yung request mo. But when I started sending them portfolio, like 3 years after, naka-attach na yung portfolio mo, ayun, mas naging madali na siya. Ang importante lang kasi talaga, mawin mo yung trust nila on their first experience working with you. Once na nagkaroon sila ng
Mm,
magandang experience sa'yo, ayun, makakaulit at makakaulit ka. Well,
mm,
some of the things na parang kailangan mong mawin sa kanila is yung trust nila. You know, um, you return on time, you return all the garments, you
that's
know,
right.
yung
Yes
sa
po.
maayos na, oo, yung so mga ganon.
Condition. Opo,
So
kasi
yung work ethics talaga is very important.
yes, kasi parang there was a time that I saw a post, something like that.
Mm-mm.
Parang after getting it from a designer and when they bring it back, parang there's something parang
Oo.
nasira, parang ganun. So that really, the trust should be always there.
Mm-mm.
Kasi kapag nawala na yung trust, it's easy for them to just put it on Facebook eh. Like, yung
Oo. At
design.
saka, for me also, as a stylist, you, you create, a good relationship with designers, with brands, with everything, with photographers, with makeup artists. So from there, nagkakaroon ka ng mas malawak na connection, mas nagtitiwala sa yung mga tao. So, yung work mo mas napapadali if people trust you.
Ayan. Check. If I may ask this one also. Ano yung creative process or formula of your work po?
Okay, I'll give you an example. Example for an editorial shoot. This is the process. This is just my process kasi iba-iba din kaming style ng mga stylists eh. So my process is, first step is you conceptualize. After you conceptualize, you present it kung may creative director or madalas naman kung walang creative director, you present it to the photographer. And then, from
Mhm.
there, nagkakaroon kayo ng brainstorming kung sino yung perfect makeup artist that could execute yung vision mo, the perfect model, and all the designers that you'll be working with, yung project proposal mo. So from there, pag in-approve din ng photographer or the creative director, you ask a makeup artist, and then you find the perfect model. After, dun ka na mag-i-start mag-source out sa mga designers. Or maybe you ask designers to customize for for your particular editorial, ganyan. So
Okay.
there, tapos isasabit na siya sa mga publications.
Apo. So with the model themselves po, does that have to be parang very proportion, or it's really not necessary nowadays?
Kasi ngayon yung generation ko kasi ano na parang diverse na. So parang dati ang mga supermodels or ang mga models dati dapat matatangkad, mga payat, ganon. Ngayon kasi hindi na eh. Very diverse na din mag-isip yung mga bagong generation ngayon. Like even the plus size models can do editorials or yung mga, you know, yung basta magaling sila sa camera or they know how to, depende rin sa vision mo. If your vision is a perfect fit model na parang 6-footer, ganyan, syempre, yun yung hahanapin mo. Kung ang vision mo naman is, example, I did one makeup campaign, ang vision ko is diversity. So, pinaghalo-halo yung iba-ibang color ng mga models. No matter what their size, no matter what their color or itsura, gano'n. So, pinaghalo-halo siya. So, depende siya sa vision mo. Magde-depend ka talaga sa vision mo. Kung ang vision mo is to create an editorial for plus-size models, and then there, find the plus-size models.
So that's how it works.
Like, for example, di ba, for America's Next Top Model, if you're familiar with Winnie Harlow, di ba, parang
Yeah.
may condition yung skin niya, di ba? So kung ang vision ng photographer is to have that kind of model, you have to find, you know, the perfect model for your vision.
Yeah, tulad I forgot the name, you know, yung sa Calvin Klein. So the new one, she's plus size. So,
Diba,
parang,
diba?
Diba? So it's
So
really
that's the vision of the,
difference,
you know, depende talaga sa vision mo. After mo kasi, pag may vision ka na kasi, you know who to contact, ganyan.
At saka nowadays, you know, there was no question kung anong klase, kung anong kulay, di ba? Dati, if there's racism dati, ngayon hindi na talaga. So you have to consider everything. So, you know what amazed me, actually, last night, I was with some of my friends back here in the home. And then what amazed them is that you're one of the, you know, you're the stylist of Catriona Gray. Because, you know,
Yes.
with Catriona Gray, Miss Universe, every one of us wants to learn about something about, you know, how was it that you have worked with our Miss Universe 2018? Like, what was there anyone who have suggested you to work with them, or was it you actually parang kumbaga market yourself to them? How did it happen?
Okay, let me tell you my story, how I started in the pageantry. Sige. I started in the pageantry in 2018. So, I did one candidate, si Jessa Weller from Davao City.
Oh, yeah. No,
so, that year, she won Binibining Pilipinas Supranational. During their competition sa Binibining Pilipinas, we experimented her. Like, kasi ang background ko is more on the fashion side, so wala akong idea kung paano ba yung pageantry, ganyan. So what I did is, I have this vision with her, like, kung I want her like to look like a supermodel. So every day, kapag darating siya sa mga events ng Binibining Pilipinas, I always dress her up like she's a supermodel. And then there, every day, siya na yung hinihintay. Lahat ng girls, lahat ng candidates. Like every single day. Hinihintay siya kung anong outfit niya, kung anong itsura niya. So, ganon. So, biglang nagte-trending na si Jessa. And then she won Binibining Pilipinas Supranational. Pang third try niya yon, kabatch siya si Catriona. So, after they won, they will be competing for international pageants. So there, if you're familiar with Kuya Jojo Bragais,
yes,
you know, so Kuya Jojo approached me and asked me if I'll be interested to work with Catriona Gray for her competition for Miss Universe. And then I think si Kuya Jojo presented my works, and then si Kat, naging familiar na rin siya sa akin kasi she's also close with Jessa. And then she told me na when she once magko-compete na siya for Miss Universe, ganun yung image na gusto niya, na everyday nalalabas siya. Everybody will will look at her, everybody will, will wait for her appearance.
Mhm.
So ayun,
Tama.
nagkaroon sila na ayun. So there nagkaroon ako ng chance to work with her for Miss Universe when she competed for Miss Universe. I also worked with Atisa Manalo when she competed for Miss International and she won first runner-up. Ayun, so
Mhm.
dumami na yung clients until last year, I've worked na directly with Binibining Pilipinas, and then ayun, doon na nag-start yung ano ko, yung story ko in the pageant industry. So ngayon nagkakaroon ako ng maraming works kahit
Mhm.
saan-saan sa
That's
mga
right.
pageants.
Opo. Actually, parang yesterday I was able to watch a live interview with you po with Miss Christine Bersola, and you were saying the same thing. Yun nga, parang that
Mm-mm.
is when I actually did some research for myself for me to be able to be much more familiarized on you po. Though I already am checking on you every single time. The social media for you, as someone who was doing styling, is it really very much needed nowadays? Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Grabe, parang I think that question is not for me. Pero, hindi ako ma-social media.
Ah,
I
pero
started like
sino po yung
having
nagpo-post?
No, ako na
Is
ngayon,
it
I
you who's
started,
posting it?
oo, importante talaga siya, mahalaga siya in any profession in the fashion industry. Be it a designer, makeup artist, photographer, importante talaga ang social media. So ako talaga, yun yung kulang ko. I started my Instagram after Katrio na won.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ah,
2018, and hindi rin ako active. I'm just active lang ako sa Facebook. I started being active on Facebook in 2018 lang din actually. Kasi kailangan mag-post eh. Kasi as a
mm-hmm.
stylist, you have to post designers, you have to credit them, you also have to lahat kailangan mo i-post. When you do shoots, you have to post everything. So there, wala talaga akong, So,
Dapat
importante
para
talaga
siyang,
siya.
opo, actually, para hindi ka na rin anyway malimutan ng tao. Kasi you're
Mm-mm.
marketing your ano eh,
Oo.
your work, your craft. So parang day
Mm-mm.
by day you have to put something on Facebook and Instagram. Kasi minsan sa sobrang dami ng ng competition nowadays, it's really easy for them to just post it on Facebook
Mm-mm.
whenever they
Also,
feel
it's
something.
also your way to connect with designers, with brands,
Yes, opo.
with everyone.
Mm-hmm, that's
So
right,
there,
that's right.
kaya ngayon medyo active na ako kahit papaano.
V, can you give us some, tips on how to do like posting? Because whenever I'm seeing it on Facebook, parang super elongated. Natutuwa ako dun sa long legs and all with I just don't know how is it happening. What's your height po? Kasi I'm
I'm
only
five
5'5",
seven.
so
I'm 5'7",
wow,
but
okay. So
when
that's
they
good.
ask me,
Because
I always
whenever
ask them, whenever they ask me my height, parang ang lagi yung sabi, sa Facebook ba or sa personal? Because I know how to elongate my, di ba?
ang galing eh. Parang I've been trying that po. I'm trying so much hard. Kasi po, when was that what we had your photo shoot? The day before yesterday po kasi we had a photo shoot for our campaign, for this po, for this what's with Daily. We keep on trying the same doings that you were doing. Kaso po, nagbumukha kami parang hindi
Mm-mm.
maganda yung nagkakalabasan. Kasi we keep on trying because I'm showing them, you have post po kasi when you were parang on the beach, parang ganun, and
Mm-mm.
you were like sitting on the parang small couch. So, and then we keep on trying it. Kaso, we have someone, Mina. Mina is parang mga parang 5'8" po si Mina. Matangkad siya. Pero kahit siya hindi niya talaga kaya. Parang we kept on trying and try. Parang couple of times that we tried, but then it never happened. Parang awkward po. Parang hindi ko talaga natatawa lang kami sa itsura nung ginawa namin.
Grabe.
So ano po yung talaga yung dapat? Parang does it have to be this way or does it have to be
Mm-mm.
front? Kasi parang or through the years lang po na ninyo talaga na siguro na master.
Alam mo, Dave, hindi ko nga alam na talent siya actually. Ako din actually, hindi ako sanay sa photoshoot, hindi rin ako sanay humarap sa camera. Pero meron akong vision how I want the subject to look like dun sa kung anong gusto kong maging output. And, as a stylist, meron kaming kanya-kanyang forte or meron kaming kanya-kanyang specialty, di ba? We have different aesthetics. Pero ako, I think, one special, talent I have is I am good in art direction. So kapag may mga shoots, kapag hindi lang ako stylist, parang ano din ako art director, creative director. Kasi minsan ako na rin yung nagko-conceptualize or ako na yung gumagawa talaga ng kung ano yung gusto naming ma-achieve, ganyan. So, I also realized na hindi lahat ng stylist pala ganon. So, akala ko part siya ng job namin dati, pero hindi pala. So, work talaga siya ng creative or art director. So, ayun, parang
Oh.
I realized, lately ko lang actually na-realize na it's a special talent. It's an added
Yeah.
talent.
Opo, it's actually an added talent. Kasi
Mm-mm.
yes,
Kasi whenever
seldom.
I
That's
work, mm-mm. Kasi whenever I
sige po.
work with photographers, example in the province or yung mga photographers dito, minsan akala ko it's just a normal thing pero na-amaze sila. Parang, but nagagawa ko siya in front. Kasi nga minsan hindi ko siya ma-explain. So minsan ang ginagawa ko, dine-demonstrate ko siya. And then, ayun, gagawin siya ng model. Siyempre minsan naiya ang model kasi kung ako nga nagawa ko, what more pa sila, di ba?
Yes, opo.
So
Pero may models,
ayun.
opo. May 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 models kasi yeah. Well, anyway, I have worked with photo shoots also din naman po sa Dubai. Di ba, pero may time na parang there was is so frustrating for some models, lalo niya yung mga newbie, na parang
Mm-mm.
gusto mo to, kaso talaga hindi nila kaya. So for you, how do you
Mm-mm.
do that po? Kasi hindi naman po lahat ng mga models, lalo na yung mga bago pa lang talaga, hindi nila talaga kaya. Though yung gusto mo, kumbaga yung your vision, what your visions are. So that's one thing po siguro, you're showing it by yourself, you
Mm-mm.
kumbaga ikaw po muna. So what else? Parang what motivations pa po yung ginagawa niyo sa isang model?
Ako, what I do whenever I have work, um, aside sa preparation ko with all the clothes, with everything, chine-check ko kung sino makaka-work ko. Siyempre, 'di ba may vision ka. So, ako nagkakaroon na ako ng chine-check ko kung sino yung model, iche-check ko na siya kung malalaman mo na rin sa Instagram nila or sa Facebook nila kung anong klaseng performance they can deliver based
Mm-hmm.
doon sa mga kapakita nila. Pero marami pa rin times na parang minsan hindi ito yung ine-expect mo. Nagkakaroon ka ng frustration. Siguro pag
Mm.
ganon na lang, kung what's workable, yun na lang gagawin. Kesa
O
kung
dadating
ipipilit
ka
mo
po
yung
talaga sa
gusto mo.
punto,
Oo.
so dadating ka talaga sa punto na para mag-meet halfway na lang kayo
Mm-mm.
kasi hindi niya talaga kaya to do.
Oo. Tsaka mas maganda
Mm.
kasi yun nagkakaroon pa kayo ng mas magandang relationship kesa naman yung frustration mo kakainin ng buong araw mo, 'di ba?
Oo nga po.
So,
Tsaka
ayun,
syempre,
marami talagang challenges, every shoots, maraming challenges, hindi pala itong perfect na model lang for this project, yung mga ganon. Pero wala kang choice You have to work on it. So you have to make a
mm,
way on how to work on it. Ang mga
opo.
stylists minsan magikero din sila We can
Ayun, yeah,
always
that's a
make
term.
magic. Mm-mm. We can
Opo.
always make magic. I'm not saying magic in the clothes or magic in everything, but when you build a good relationship with everybody, especially with your subject, everything follows So ayun, nagkakaroon ng minsan hindi ito yung ina-expect mo pero minsan minsan naman mas better pa nga yung output or minsan at least nami-meet naman kung ano yung dapat, alam mo
Mm-hmm.
yon kung ano
Mm-hmm.
yung requirement.
Mm-hmm. Fee, if I may ask, do you have any disappointments, parang regrets, na parang missed opportunities in the past?
Um,
Something.
well,
I'm sorry for make it a little more personal for you, because um
okay lang, okay
I
lang.
will right before I would say right before you say those words. Actually, I don't know if I already have said thank you to you. When though sabi ko nga po doon sa mga hindi po talaga naman po tayo personally magkakilala, but then when I message you asking if it's possible for you to be part of the show, there was no hesitation coming from you at all po. Parang there was really
Oo.
none. natutuwa lang po kasi when I message you, parang I just said to myself, I just took my chance. If in case na hindi po talaga, okay lang. Parang at least for me to be able to send message. And but then if he said yes, I said that's fun. For me, it's
Mm-mm.
something an opportunity for me to do. Kasi wala namang hindi po wala pong halong biro kasi
Okay.
you're V or you're Vhee Co already.
Mm.
For someone for us like me, I'm a fashion designer. For everyone, whenever like we're having po like say a fashion show, you know, kumbaga yung name niyo is already there eh. So natutuwa lang po talaga ako that you're given the chance. You
Thank
have given me
you.
the chance to talk to you. Wala totoo po talaga with all with and also there's you have a friend po si Sir Mark Neto.
Mm-mm.
I think well also I would like to say thank you po sa kanya because yesterday when before we did our supposedly interview he also said and yes and then you're going to do it for next week. So yes, with
Yay.
my with my question regarding that something little more personal. What is there any disappointments, regrets, or any
Um,
missed opportunities in the past?
well, actually, marami. Marami. Pero kasi, this is my mantra. Usually, yung mga regrets, or actually not regrets, pero siguro kind of disappointments, ganyan. I'll give you an example, ah. Example, hindi naman siya disappointment or regrets. Pero from here, malalaman mo kung ano yung punto ko. Yeah, I committed like to do this session at 1 p.m. I received a call last night, like around 11, for a job today. Because I committed uh, to you, I need to turn down the ano eh, the offer kahit magkano pa yung bayad niya. So sa work namin kasi ganun siya. My mantra is whoever comes first, whoever I put my commitments. So marami din akong mga missed opportunities like working abroad kasi na mas pina-prioritize ko kung sino yung unang kung saan ko binigay yung unang commitment. So that's my mantra, no matter the amount of project, ganun siya. Kapag kung sino yung, kung kanino ako nag-commit, yun at yun siya. Kasi sobrang
Mm.
daming dumarating na opportunities, like every single day. Once I block the schedule, that's the schedule na.
Ang
So,
galing.
hindi na ako tatanggap ng hindi na ako tatanggap ng commitment. Kasi ako, sobra kong personal magtrabaho eh, sobra kong hands-on.
Mm.
So
And that's
there, like
honesty.
example, like example ba, last night, tinawagan ako ng isang designer like to work today, pero sabi ko, committed ako ng 1 o'clock. So, I missed the opportunity, but that's fine kasi that's actually my mantra in life. Like, kung sino man ang
Mm.
una kong commitment, so I'll go for it.
Ang galing. Thank you. Thank you po talaga. Thank you. Thank you. But then, tama yun. Kumbaga, we also have to consider yung mga ganong klase. Then the honesty,
Mm-mm.
and also when, when you already have said, you're parang promise to someone, then that's what you
Mm-mm.
have to do. Kasi parang, yeah, we keep on experiencing that someone would say yes and then eventually would say no, parang, and then
Mm-mm.
magugulo ka na on what's going to happen for tomorrow. So thank you talaga, thank you po talaga sir for that. Thank you. Um, okay, I have po kasi someone at the backstage because he's only 17 years old. He's someone who's doing sketching, fashion sketches. And what the reason why I was actually wanting to put him on live with you was first for him to get some to become more inspired with with the work that you do for. I
Mm-mm.
usually what I do with my page is that for example someone is very successful and someone who's trying to be someone mga teenagers. Kumbaga parang ginagawa ko pa ako po yung nasa gitna for them to be able to connect. So I know that eventually he was going to be inspired more to you. So I'm going to put him on
Yay.
live. His
Uh-uh.
name is John. Just for a minute.
Hello po.
Hello.
Hi, hi Jan, kumusta?
Hello po, Sir Vico. Okay lang
Hello.
naman po ako.
Ayun po.
Hello.
Sir Vico,
Hello po.
Sir Vico, it's actually, kasi siya, I actually posted some of his works po doon sa page, sa What's With Daily page. Yung parang sketches niya. He's still, Are you what college already, John?
Grade 12 po. Grade 12
Grade 12.
student.
So, ayun. So, nung nag-start ka, or ikaw pa talaga, since bata pa, mahilig ka na talaga mag-sketch?
Nung high school lang po, grade grade 9 po. Grade 9 po ako
So,
nag-start.
before,
Tapos nag-stop po ako
um,
nag-start lang po ulit ako is this senior high school, grade 11 po.
senior high. So, give me some
Opo.
glimpse first before we proceed. Kung ano, kung saan ka galing, kung how old are you, your name, some intro of yourself.
Hello po. Ako po si John Lawrence Solueta. I am 17 years old from Quezon Province at Mulanay. Nag-transfer po ako dito sa Quezon City para mag-aral po ulit. Grade 12 na po ako ngayon. At ayun po, patuloy po akong sinusuportahan ng aking mga kapatid. Yan. Yan po.
Nakakatuwa. Kasi yung tulad nga sinasabi ko kanina, parang I just don't want to make it like for someone professional already. Yung klase po ng theme na gusto ko sa page ko, yung parang we get to have some help. You know, nowadays po naman, 'di ba, that's the only thing that we can do, help one another. Yung po talaga. Even last time, that's what I usually do. Like I will be guesting someone teenagers and someone's already professional so that they can meet, they can meet and then for these people to be much more inspired with their own thing. So, ganun po ginagawa ko. V, actually, I have given him some, like 3 questions for him to ask you. I know that he has a lot of questions for you. John, what's your questions that you would, that, I know that you have questions for him.
Wait lang po.
By the way, Dave, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity. Kasi every time nagkakaroon ako ng opportunity like to share my experience or, my story, so, lagi akong excited, because sobra akong excited to share my story, like to tell everybody na walang dream talagang hindi siya natutupad. Wala tayong dream na hiningi sa taas na hindi niya binibigay. I'm always excited. Like, I'm always very happy like to share it. So thank you.
And maybe this, and I know that's the reason why you're very, very successful in with your own ways po. So,
But I don't
it
see
is
myself
really,
as that. Like really, I don't see myself like. I always see myself like I'm always on the first step of like 100 steps. Laging ganon. I always see myself like parang naka one step na ako. So I still have 99 steps. That's how I see myself lagi.
ang galing. Okay. I'll wait for a minute. Wala po siya sa line just for a while. I'll check.
Hi, Jean.
There.
Ayun.
Ayan,
So,
Jean.
what are, kasi, alam mo, parang, I had this message also kanina parang, sabi, sana, there's actually a lot of questions, but then I know that we only have 15 minutes more. But then I am actually wanting you to, I know, John, that you have some questions for him. So could you please let us know?
Wait lang po, naglag po sa akin. Hindi ko po maintindihan.
That's fine.
Naglag po
Asa
sa
ka ngayon
akin.
sa QC?
Opo, nasa QC po ako.
Baka magkapit-bahay pa tayo dyan.
Ako sa East Fairview po.
Ay, malayo.
Okay na.
Naglag po sa akin eh.
V, while we're doing that, may I ask where, saan yung province nyo? Just like us, we're in the Quezon province po.
Pampanga.
Do you have a province?
Mabalacat, Pampanga. Kapampangan po ako.
Galing. So, how many hours away po pag yung nagta-travel kayo?
Like 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, sa amin kasi, it would take us like 8 hours.
Oo nga
for us
eh.
to be able to come.
I know Atisa Manalo. She's from Quezon Province, diba?
Opo.
Yeah.
I'm a friend of Jojo Alidio, Tito Jojo, and
Okay.
Ace Vergara po. Siya po yung nag-handle sa kanya.
Yeah, I've worked with her during her competition for Miss International. So there.
Amazing talaga. So John, do you have the question now?
Oh, yes po. To Sir Judge, to Sir Vhee Co po, what is fashion for you and what are the skills that are necessary for being a successful fashion designer?
For me, let me talk you in general, not just for fashion designer, not just to be a stylist.
Okay
For
po.
me, to be successful is, ano yan eh, too personal. That's personal. That includes your work attitude, your work ethics, your perseverance, your determination, everything. So basically, it's the attitude. Having the good attitude will take you to places. Like in my experience, I came from nothing, as in totally nothing. I don't know anyone in the fashion industry. Back in 2015, hindi pa ganyan ka gaya ngayon sa social media. You just message away and then you'll get reply niya, di ba? Unlike nung time na yun, parang for me, it was really hard. So, for me, in any profession, pag passionate ka sa kung anong gusto mong gawin sa life mo, you will be successful. You will be blessed. So,
That's right.
it's a matter of like, good attitude.
And
Yes.
striving. It's still striving for whatever it
So,
is
hindi
that you
lang,
want to do.
it will apply, hindi lang sa mga fashion designers, sa mga gusto maging fashion stylist, but to everybody who wanted
Like,
who wanted to be successful in whatever field na pipiliin nila.
Oh,
but V, do you believe in luck? If there's real luck with it.
Well, for me, I believe in luck, but this is 20%. 80% is more of your hard work, your attitude, your determination. Well, 20% is luck. Pero at least you still have the 80% kung wala ka man luck, di ba?
Tama, tama, tama. Because yes, yeah, it shouldn't be something like that. Because sabi nga, kapag wala kang ginawa, walang mangyayari. Diba sabi,
Oo.
nasa Diyos ang awa,
Yun.
nasa tao ang gawa.
Tao ang
Oo.
Hindi naman pwede
Tsaka-
nakahiga ka lang.
Diyan, importante yon na parang if you have good attitude,
yes.
walang mga challenges na hindi mo siya ma-overcome. Kasi along the
Opo.
way, if you wanted something, like ako, akala ko ang fashion stylist kasi I've been to a lot of jobs. Name all the fast food. Napasukan ko lahat yan. Naging janitor ako ng 2 restaurant. Napasukan ko na yung sobrang hirap na trabaho. So when I got in the industry, akala ko ang dali na niya. Akala ko ito na yung pangarap ko, mas madali siya kasi love ko siya eh. Pero hindi pala. There's no easy job. Like, there's no easy job. Lahat ng trabahong mahihirap na experience ko. So, nung ginagawa ko na yung trabahong gusto ko, akala ko madali na siya kasi mas love ko siya, di ba? Mas passionate ako dito.
Opo.
Hindi pala. Mas marami siyang challenges. So, don't assume life will be easy. Marami siyang challenges. And if you have good attitude and if you're passionate with what you do, yun yung panlaban mo sa mga challenges.
Opo.
At saka you don't have to forget from where you came from.
That's very
minsan,
important.
Di ba minsan parang nalilimutan mo na eh na kasi pag nalimutan mo yung hardship, parang pag nandun ka na, tapos nalimutan mo na yung nangyaring humble beginnings mo, that's really not good. You always need to consider.
Let me also share you, Jana. When I started in the fashion industry, I was doing a lot of shoots, fashion editorials. Pero, the reality is, makikita mo ako, sumasakay ako ng bus, hindi ako nagbabayad. I know that's bad. Pero, nag-start ako sa industry, parang nag-back to zero ako sa life. Parang I have nothing, pero makikita mo yung name ko sa mga, sa Facebook, parang akala ng iba ang successful ko, pero hindi nila alam, one week na akong di kumakain, I eat pancit canton with monay, kasi yun yung pinakamura, tapos, just to get sa mga shoots or just to pull out from designers, minsan nakabihis talaga ako, pero walang laman yung bulsa ko, so dumarating ako sa point na naglalakad ako ng ilang kilometro, minsan, madalas kong ginagawa to, nagtutulog-tulugan ako sa bus, kasi wala talaga akong pera, pero, I make it possible. Lahat ng gusto kong mangyari, like, ayun, hindi alam ng mga ka-work ko. Ganun yung na-experience ko behind the scene, after every work. So, marami talaga siyang challenges. Darating ka sa point na ginagawa mo na yung pangarap mo, pero may mga challenges pa rin. So, pero hindi ka susuko,
Opo.
syempre. So, yun. First time kong mag-share ng gano'n, parang,
Ang
ayun.
galing. Kasi
Nakakatuwa
that's for,
po.
di ba parang
Nakaka-inspired po.
hindi napaka seldom. Okay, we all have to be honest with ourselves. Pero there are times na parang for you to say that over live, something those kind of things, parang
I
over
think
live.
this is the first time na parang sinabi ko yon. Pero I know hindi dapat tularan yun, tsaka hindi mabuti yun kasi nakaagrabyado ako ng tao. Pero just to tell you na
No,
parang kahit
no, Vee. No.
oo, pero kahit ginagawa mo na yung pangarap mo, may mga challenges pa rin.
Opo.
So,
Oo,
syempre ngayon hindi
nararanasan
ko
mo
na
yan.
ginagawa yun.
Hindi, pero that's good. Kasi ako, when I was in college, there was a time na ginawa ko rin yun. Pumupunta ako dun sa pinakadulo ng jeep. Pag wala na akong bariya. Sorry. Parang
Diba?
diba kasi, wala na. Eh, kasi that's reality of life. Diba? Hindi
Oo,
naman
and
laging maayos.
all your friends, yung family mo, sobrang proud sila sa'yo. Kala nila, you're mayaman na kasi nga nakikita nila, nasa mga big events ka, ang gaganda ng mga ginagawa mong works. Pero behind that, yun nga yun. Yun yung totoong reality ng life mo na, pero gumawa ko ng way kung paano ko ma-overcome yun.
Yes. Yun.
So, yun.
Kumbaga, you don't have to get stuck on it.
Oo,
You have to do
oo,
something and to strive. Kasi, diba,
Mm-mm.
tulad mo, how old are you? Only like 17. You're just
17
beginning your
po.
life. Me, I'm 40. Parang I'm almost at the middle already of my life. Parang,
Wow,
yun eh.
amazing ah.
Parang, kasi po, siya po, nakikita ko na po siya dito sa amin, dito sa Mulanay, even dati pa.
Opo.
Parang, at natutuwa po talaga ako kasi parang pag may nag-message sa akin, Ate Dave, you inspire me po. Yung mga ganun. So sabi ko, it shouldn't stop there. Sabi ko, Sir B, it shouldn't stop there by them being so inspired of how I do. Gusto ko yung parang nagko-continue siya. Parang hindi lang dapat, kasi tulad niyo po, I have my own humble beginnings. Parang hindi naman lagi nandun ka na eh. Diba po? Nakakatuwa na nai-inspire mo yung mga tao. Pero tulungan mo rin sila. Wag na sana mag-stop dun sa inyo-inspire mo lang. Hanap ka rin ng way. Hanap ka rin ng
To
way
help them.
na help them. And this one, I cannot give some amount. Kumbaga, pero this kind of this opportunity for you to be able to talk to someone is very successful enough to this whatever he's doing. And it might be correlated yung if you wanna be this, yung being successful sa life, yung being professional with the life. So, it's more of that. Hindi naman po ito yung para dahil ako designer, siya ay stylist, siya ay ganito. Kumbaga, it's more of the general aspect of life. So, strive hard, do something more. Hindi pwedeng sabihin mo that you get depressed. Sometimes ano lang po ako na, may mga times kasi ng mga bata when they say na lonely sila, depressed sila. No. Hindi ba yung depression na lonely? Hindi yung dapat yan. Mali yung sinasabi mo, ay, nade-depress ako. Kasi I've had po someone na yung mga previous episodes ko, nade-depress po ako. No, wag ganun. Dapat hindi. And depression is big word. Hindi ibig sabihin that you get so lonely, depressed ka na, and I have you.
And also, John, you're very lucky kasi parang napaka-supportive ng family mo. Not everybody are privileged like you na yung iba talaga, as in, nobody supports them or they don't know kung sinong kakapitan nila. At least, you're very lucky na you have a supportive family.
Opo, kahit po wala na po yung parents ko, sinusuportahan pa rin po nila ako.
Sino nagsusupport sa mga kapatid mo?
Po?
Sino nagsusupport sa mga kapatid mo? Or
yung mga kapatid ko po, mga panganay po sa akin. Ako po yung bunso.
Ang galing, nakakatuwa. So, salamat po din sa family niya kasi
Yes.
I might know your relatives posible. So, for them to be able to help you with your studies, okay.
Yes po.
So, yeah. Your second question for Sir.
Sir, ano po yung mga inspirasyon nyo sa buhay nyo na para po makamit nyo yung mga pangarap nyo? Like yung yung pangarap niyo po ngayon na nakamit niyo na, ano po yung inspirasyon niyo?
Inspiration ko, artist kasi tayo, di ba? Tayo mga, especially yung mga nasa fashion industry, we consider ourselves as an artist. So we always get inspiration with everything. You know, from your experience or in anything. Hindi lang siya visual. Kung ano lang din yung nararamdaman mo maganda, yon you can get inspiration from it. So, kasi kailangan mo ng inspiration every day, like to work. Kasi mahirap yung industry natin, napaka-competitive niya. So ako, I always get inspiration sa lahat. Example from my experience yesterday, from my experience today, or inspiration from the people I'll be working with. So, ganun lang siya. I make, as much as possible, tinatry kong maging, to make life simple. So, I always get inspiration with everything, with every single thing.
Oh, yes po.
And your last question, maybe? Or you maybe have a lot of other questions.
May last question po kasi
Ah,
para po kasing nasagot na siya nasagot na yung last question ko kasi ang tanong ko po is ano po yung mga maaari mong i-share sa mga nangangarap, ano po yung maaari mong ma-share sa mga nangangarap na maging isang artist or fashion stylist?
For me, sa lahat ng nagdi-dream to be part of the fashion industry, be passionate with your dream. If you are passionate with your dream, gagawa ka ng way on how to get there. The road will not be easy, pero there will always way, like to make everything happen. You just open your eyes. You just have to, go out your comfort zones. So yun, marami ng opportunities ngayon at mas madali nga maging ngayon, 'di ba? Gawin yung mga bagay na gusto natin because of social media. So, you just open your eyes and use your senses. Everything is possible ngayon.
Yes.
And of course, you have to kailangan nandito siya. Kasi pag wala siya sa puso mo, kasi ang nangyayari ngayon kasi parang gusto nila maging fashion stylist because they wanted to be friends with celebrities, or they wanted to have access with, the big events, or to have pictures with artistas, ganon. The job is beyond that. Those are just the perks. So if you're looking if you wanted this job because of, yung reasons na gusto mong, sumikat, ganyan. Yung iba, di ba, yun ang purpose nila, gusto nilang sumikat, or they wanted to be friends with celebrities. Parang mahirap yun eh. Kasi the job is beyond that. So you have to study kung ano yung gusto mong gawin. Fashion stylists, fashion designers, to be any job. So pag-aaralan mo siya. And everything is there. It's on social media.
Yes. Yay. Vhee, thank you so much. I know po sa sobrang dami niyo pong trabaho, nabigyan niyo po kami ng an hour of your time. And I know, and nakakatuwa lang po. You just don't know po. I actually have some other friends of us here watching our live. And the fact that you have given even just an hour, parang natatatakin sa isip ng someone who actually wants to do something what you're doing po eh. Diba? Kasi kaya may mga taong parang influencer, and you are considered an influencer, Sir Vhee. So thank you so much po talaga for giving us your time.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Sir Dave. Opo.
John, is there anything that you want to say to Sir Vhee before we end this conversation?
Sir Vhee Co, I'm so inspired of you po kasi dami niyo pong na-share sa amin na mga inspirasyon niyo, tapos yung mga nagagawa niyo pong mga bagay na hindi nagagawa ng iba, yun po. I was so blessed and I'm so inspired po. Thank you po, Sir
John.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much po sa inyo dalawa. And I hope that, Sir, ano po ako, Sir Vhee Co talaga. Hindi ko po kayo masama banggit na V. Parang it's for someone parang disrespectful. Sir Vhee, ano po talaga? Hindi ko kaya. Lalabas at lalabas yung sir. Hindi ko po talaga kaya sabihin lang on your first name. Parang, for someone for me to say your first name, parang
I'm like you po, ganyan din ako. Pero minsan, they
Hindi,
find it
dapat po talaga
offensive, but ako din hirap ako like to address everybody on their first name. But that's okay, that's fine po. Tsaka thank you po sa opportunity. I hope magkaroon pa tayo ng more time, next time na
Opo.
makapag-usap.
Opo, opo. I hope so. I hope talaga po, talaga. Again, thank you po talaga. Thank you for your time po. I know that
Thank you
you have
po.
so
Thank
much to do.
uh,
Thank you so much. And any last words po from coming from you? Is there any last words for other viewers? I know this will be recorded and this will be on Facebook. So any last words or
Apo. Um, maraming salamat po. I'm just very, very grateful na lahat ng, all the things I aspire to happen in 10 years, in 15 years, nangyari po siya ng mas mabilis. I feel blessed. I'm still at the point of my life na every night na overwhelmed po ako, naiiyak ako kasi, grabe Lord, parang gaano ba kabuti? Bakit mo binigay sa akin itong mga blessings, mga opportunities? Naiiyak pa rin ako every night kapag nare-realize ko yung mga blessings ko. Bakit sobrang sobrang dami. Kasi minsan hindi ko na po siya nare-realize. Kasi what I do is, pag may malaki akong achievements today, tinatry kong kalimutan siya the next day. Para hindi siya nag-stuck dito sa head ko. So, and then, kapag nagkakaroon ako ng time to realize kung anong nangyari sa akin the whole week or the whole month, grabe, parang sobrang maiiyak ka kasi si Lord, grabe yung blessings na binibigay niya sa akin. So, yun, I'm always like open to share everything kung ano po yung nalalaman ko. I'm actually a teacher at the Fashion Institute of the Philippines. Ayun po, nagkakaroon ako ng chance na i-share po kung ano po yung nalalaman ko sa fashion industry. So, maraming salamat po sa patuloy po na pagtitiwala niyo.
Yay. Thank you so much for the two of you, po, Sir V and John. Thank you so
Apo.
much for your
Thank you
time.
po.
And again, I would like to say an apology. Kasi kahapon, this is so frustrating po talaga. I've been trying to get some real connection yesterday, last night. But then you were there, and it was actually you who said, pwede naman nating reschedule. So that's why I really wanted to say thank you, Sir V, and also John. Thanks for the both
Thank
of
you
you
po.
po. And take care
Opo.
po. Apo. Take
Bye-bye
care
po.
po,
Opo.
and I hope,
See you again next
thank you po.
See
time.
you next time po.
Goodbye
Bye-bye
po.
po. Bye-bye po.
Okay. Anyway, Um, it's I would like to again say thank you to Sir Vico for giving this time. I never thought that it's going to happen again because yesterday we had so much problem with the connection. But he was just so nice to just accommodate me again for today. So for those who actually are watching for this show, I would like to say again thank you to all of you. The main reason why I actually am getting some messages. Why Dave is doing that kind of like talk. Sabi ko nga sa kanila, it might be that the word what's with Davey, but it doesn't mean what's with me myself alone. It's more of like what's with ourselves, what's with Vico, what's with John. It's more of that. What's with our lives now, most especially that we're under COVID-19. So parang ganun, it's not just about me. So later on at 5 in the afternoon, we will be another set. We will go in today to have another set of um, guests, and I am again so privileged because they have given their time. I have they're actually my friends, my makeup artist friends back in the days when I was still in Dubai. That's Sir Jesse and Jaja, Bobby Caparas, and many more. So yeah. So for I actually posted Miss Mary Latim Ponce, but then I actually had a message just now that she won't be able to come with us on live. But then thank you. It's fine, Miss Mary. I understand. I really understand. But I hope that can still work. I can still have a talk with you once again as soon as possible time. And also there's another friend of mine, a makeup artist, who's now living in Europe, and also she won't be able to be with us tonight. but work still. And again, thank you. It's fine. It's fine. It's. I know that nowadays we have to. I know that work is work. So, but then I hope that I can still have the chance to talk to you guys. So later at night, at 5 in the afternoon, everybody will be here. Neil, Nina, and also our guests will be here. So the topic will be tonight will be makeup artists. So I hope that you could still watch us this afternoon at 5 in the afternoon. And then again, Tito Egay, thank you so much, and Tito Jam for letting me do another live earlier on this morning, like 6 in the morning. We started like late already, like 6:30. Where I'm always doing live with them for a month now, every Saturday morning. It's Friday night at Dubai, at Canada rather. So we are talking about things, life, everything about everything about life. And through that, I was able to, to converse or to have a talk with someone, and learning from them. For me, the main reason, for me also, one thing that I really wanted to impose now, this is, we doing this kind, it shouldn't end something like you conversing, like you doing the live. It's more of like trying to get some learnings from others and also try to get some, help. You can at least you can help. For example, with John and with Sir Vico, they don't know each other. It's parang if you were the way for them to be able to talk, and to inspire one and each of them. For example, John and get inspired with Sir Vico, and I know that those words coming from Sir Vico would be until the end of time dun sa mind and soul ni John. Kasi John, I could see that he's striving to get some more, to be more successful in, in his later days, like no, when he become professional after graduating college. So I really hope that I have given the time, that I have given you some learnings this afternoon. So again, thank you all so much for all of you guys who have watched this, and I hope that you would still continue on, supporting us on what we're doing with What's Daily. So goodbye, and thank you once again.